Alright, January transfer window is closed. Players are safe till the summer. What's that, Dufford? There's a riot in the dressing room? Alright, I'll go sort it. Right, guys, what the hell is going on in here? Bala, you did not just throw a boot at me. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 14, Episode 13. Hopefully not unlucky, because today we're playing Afan Lido in the league, and then the first leg of our Europa League, first knockout round tie against Marseille. And, well, we need to make sure we're getting a decent result there, don't we? But we've got to start in the dressing room because, that's right, the unhappy players thing has a tab to scroll. It's... We did manage to keep our squad more or less together through the January transfer window. It has now closed, but unfortunately, as you can see here, quite a few unhappy players. Now, a lot of these are doubled up. Ewan Dixon is fine. We'll look to get him out when we can. Sam York, we promised him first team football. That's fine. We can do that. Tanaskovic wants to leave. I think his contract's up the end of this year. He's already a bid come in for him. We've got Thiel, who is a better keeper than him. So Tanaskovic will just let him leave, I think. He's been a really good servant for us. I've been really happy with how he's played. He's been here for a long time now as well. But yeah, I think maybe the time has come for him to move on. Williamson, I mean, he's kind of happy to stay. He's not necessarily unhappy to stay, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what his issue is. I think he's still upset that I've lied to him for some reason. He wanted to join Aston Villa, which I didn't let him do. Juan Mi wants to go out on loan for playing time. I think we promised him more playing time, so that's fine. He'll just play games. Ballerini was disappointed that we didn't let him go to Roma, and Noster is disappointed we didn't let him go to Bayern Munich. Again, we haven't promised them anything. I don't want to sell them, so I haven't promised that I would do that. So hopefully they'll get over that in time. And Thiel wants to play more games as well. Basically, I think what's happened is there's a situation where I'm trying to play both Tanaskovic and Thiel, basically not keeping either of them happy. So we had to make a decision, and Thiel is the better goalkeeper of the two. So he'll stay, he'll play games, and Tanaskovic will leave at the end of the season. So it's not the happiest dressing room, but we're not doing too bad here. Now, there's two games to catch you up on since last episode. Of course, last episode, we won the League Cup. We got into the quarterfinals, I think, of the Welsh Cup. So we had two games in the league. The first one was against the Welsh Cup opponents, the New Saints. Let's see how we did playing them a week on. We took an early lead through a Sinad Puklan shot from the edge of the area, and doubled our advantage moments later when Puklan did it again, only better. And he completed a 15-minute hat-trick when Fomin picked him out. Freshie missed a penalty, but made up for his miss when he finished Puklan's defence-splitting pass, and then got his second with a stunning free kick, before Fomin finished Freshie's knockdown for 6. But TNS got a stoppage time consolation. So we didn't need penalties to get past them this time. Absolutely smashed them to pieces. Pulkin was a god amongst men in this game. A hat-trick in 15 minutes. What a laid-on ball it was for Freshie to get his goal as well. Just a wonderful, wonderful performance from him. A wonderful performance from us. We missed a penalty as well with Freshie. We could have been 4-0 up after 17 minutes. But it was a strong team. You'll notice that there's some players back from injury. Arias came back from injury, as did Brett Brewerton. Rhoda was back from injury. Fomin, who is happy to stay. He was unhappy we weren't letting him leave, and then he was magically happy again. So it was a very strong team, but we didn't half put him to the sword. Wonderful stuff. Next up, we played Connelly Town. Now, last time we played them, they smashed us 3-0. Well, they didn't smash us. They were quite lucky, actually. We got FM'd a little bit. Let's see how we got our revenge, if we could get our revenge. The only goal was a first half Pollock penalty. So, well below our best, but we did just about deserve to win. You can see we did deserve to win. We just didn't quite put our chances away. Holick with a penalty, so I think he's 3-3 now. A little bit of an update on Denny Gami. He played this one again. He's back from his injury. I think he's been injured again since. He's just a bit of a sick note right now. There was a bid come in from Sheffield Wednesday for him, and I accepted the bid. It was 3-ish million, I think, so that would have meant, again, half of that going to Carnarvon. But unfortunately, he rejected their contract, so didn't get the full memo of the Penis Initiative and how it works. So that's a bit of a shame, but it is nice to still have him around. But that kind of happened as well. So 2 from 2 in the league since last episode. What's that mean for the league table? We have a game in hand. We are a point behind Caff and Druids. with that game in hand. So if we can beat Afan Lido today, we'll go back top of the league. But the fact that we are so far into this season and we're not top of the league, it's a cause for concern. And then, of course, we go to Marseille for the first leg of that Europa League tie. Let's have a look at what we're doing here against Afan Lido. Obviously, we're going to favour the Marseille game. We are favourites for this one, though. They are a Sean Lestrange team. Now, Afan Lido, they certainly didn't make any big signings. They've got that the Marcus Wade money from last episode. Their adventurous direct playing style. We're going to have a quick look at them, actually. Their transfer history here. No, history. We will see that they didn't really bring anybody in, just free transfers. So, yeah, hopefully they'll spend a little bit of that cash, or hopefully they'll turn pro, then they'll spend a little bit of the cash. Anyway, adventurous direct style of play. Data analysis report, we're expecting something along these lines from them. A few of our ex-players, Griffin McMenemy, Kian Peters up top. Certainly two that I recognise that could have been quite decent players for us. There's their positional heat map from their win against Connors Key. Passing network and their key passes there as well. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is shouldn't be Teniskovic in goal. We'll put Thiel in goal to keep him match sharp. So Thiel in goal. It's Gurke, it's Evans, and KDH is the back three. Ballerini, he's going to go down the right. It's Norrington Davies down the left. Some of these guys are just in to get a bit of match sharpness back as well. York and Correa go in midfield. Williamson goes as the number 10. It's Allmark and Isaac. Tripped over that name there. It's Isaac, not difficult to say. They go up top. Let's go see how we do here. So we can see the way they're lining up as expected, which is fantastic. What do we want to say to this? Encourage the team. Boys, assertively, I expect a win from this one. I mean, ultimately, it's not first versus second. It's third versus second. So, you know, it's a big game away from home as well. Afan Lido aren't a mile off the top two. So we've got to make sure we're doing a good job here. Correa over a free kick. Can he channel his inner Danny Garmy? Not quite. And that one goes just over the bar. But a decent start just a minute in. Let's go. We'll wait before we give it a shout. Another ball into the box. It's off the crossbar from Allmark, was it? It's on the goal line. And Jason Isaac slides in his second of the season. And it's not pretty, but we'll take it, won't we? We'll demand a little bit more from them. And there we go. I think it was Allmark's initial header that caused the problems on the goal line. No, it's KDH. Off the crossbar. Defender needed to really just clear that, didn't he? Isaac gets a sort of a block tackle in, takes it across the line, and as I said, not a classic. I don't think we'll see that in goals of the season, but it'll get the job done. How can we not have a shot on target but a goal? Maybe a block tackle doesn't count as a shot, which you could argue is probably about fair. Let's demand a little bit more again. And see if we can go and get a second goal here. That would be a wonderful thing. We do have the young Polish winger on the bench if we want to give him some game time here. I think the two strikers up top is perhaps the way forward for us in the league. We've looked a lot better playing like this. We've got work to do here defensively, though, into the penalty area. Griffin McMenemy wins the knockdown, and Thiel has done brilliantly to make the save there. Let's hope he's on that sort of form against Marseille. Corner to defend now. Smith to take it. It's into the middle. Williamson gets that away. Isaac has space to run into here. What can our young striker do? He's already got one goal. Can he get this? Oh, it's a cynical foul. I think technically under the new rules that's a red card, isn't it? But it's a yellow. Correa into the... Oh, it's gone through everybody, and somehow the ball is cleared into touch for the Bala Town lineout. Williamson not having a great game. Tommy Williamson has really gone off the boil this season, hasn't he? Correa, another good ball in. Oh, and Isaac is there. Is he onside? I think he is. Jason Isaac, the youngster. A second goal. It all looked a little bit too easy, didn't it? Let's give him some praise. 45th minute, just before the break, and it's just all a little bit too easy. Keeper, should he have got there to that? Maybe you could make an argument. But young Jason Isaac, he's coming along quite nicely. 17 years old, of course. Came in from, I think, Barrytown, was it, under the Penis Initiative? But the departure of Marcus Wade means he will get more first-team football. What are we going to say? Don't get complacent. And he's certainly looking as though he's worthy of it, which is fantastic. Ballerini, don't get complacent, mate. Don't be one of these guys that goes and has a little temper tantrum because he couldn't go to Roma. We need a little bit more from Tommy Williamson as well, don't we? And we'll get back out there. and see what we can do. We have Freshie on the bench, who I wouldn't mind giving a little bit of game time to here, just to make sure he's as match sharp as possible if we do happen to need him against Marseille. Ballerini with a cross. Isaac's there, going for the hat-trick, and couldn't quite get the finish. Is that the highlight? Goalkeeper comes out. Got a cat hair in my nose again. York with wins the ball there. Goes over the top for Isaac. Knocks it down. You can see what he was trying to do. Norrington Davies pounces though. Can Norrington Davies get across into the box? No, he cannot. And, well, let's see what happens here from this. It's a bit of a long old scrappy highlight of nothing ball forward. Evans has it. He spreads it wide. Oh, you can see what he was doing as well. Couldn't quite find Ballerini. KDH wins it back though. Here we go with Corrier coming forward. He chips it up to nobody. Williamson, we're getting closer to the goals, slowly, and there's a foul, and is that a second booking? It is. 2-0 up against 10 men. This should be able to be seen out from here, shouldn't it? Let's demand a little bit more. Let's get Freshie some game time here. Let's get him on for Tommy Williamson, who's had an absolute shambles of a game. We'll keep Allmark on for now. Anybody else we want to give game time to? Nobody's particularly needs the game time. So we won't force it. We could change the wingers and bring Smith and the Pole on, but I've got to get used to saying his name. But I don't really see too much of a need to do that. Here we go. Freshie to York. Back to Freshie. What's he going to do? York gets bundled over. Norrington Davies. It's a little bit of a block and a flick on, and Gurke picks it up. It's there for York again. York gives it away. Come on, guys, you do have an extra man here. White shirts, please. Graham has it for them. Turner, can we win this? Williams has it. What we don't want to do is get back to 2-1 here, ideally. Turner has it again. He comes forward. And you just wonder where this highlight's going, don't you? Williams knocks it over the top. That should be easy for Thiel. He doesn't come for it. He stays on his goal line. He saves it. Ballerini comes away. And there we go. Let's give him some praise. Allmark, again, not having a great game up there, but it would mean... I don't really want to make another sub, to be honest. I'm just being lazy. He might get himself a goal. You never know. Of course, Isaac on a hat-trick, though. It would be nice for the youngster to get himself a hat-trick. Smith through the middle. I tell you what, they've gone down to 10 men and they've looked a better team, haven't they? Can we get to that? Corrier does win it back. He's had a good game in midfield for us. Here he goes down the right side of the field. Can he get a ball in? He can. Allmark's there. Can Allmark square it back for Isaac on the hat-trick? It's Freshie, and Matteo Freshie gets number 7. Damien Allmark with the assist. And, well, if there was any doubt this game wasn't won, it's that's been put to bed now, hasn't it? 3-0. As I choke on possibly a cat hair as well. Something's in my throat there. Good finish from Freshie. And there it is. Number 7 for the year for him. 3-0. Job done. And Corrier's looking a little bit tired. I'll keep Buckley fresh for Europe. Savage, you can see he's not completely match fit, so we won't bring him on. And Norrington Davies is a shell of a man at this point, basically. Where are we here? He's just come back from his long-term injury, and I think his contract up. I'm pretty sure his contract's up at the end of this year, and I don't think we'll be seeing him again next season. Left back, it's still a little bit of a problem position for us. Don't get complacent, boys. So Isaac sends Bala town top. He ends his goal drought. Corrier set for a pay increase. That's fine. He had a good game. Isaac, well done, mate. Really, really happy to see him getting some goals. Yeah, left back is still a little bit of a problem. I don't want to... maybe I do want to sell Tommy Williamson. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you, mate. Anyway, guys, wait right there. Left back's still a problem. We're going to go to Marseille next, then we'll have La Fuente out there. Let's hope he does a little bit better than he has been. I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist here at the Stade Velodrome in Marseille, ahead of the Europa League first leg tie between the home side and Bala Town. Now, Aussie Villains men will be looking to take some away goals with them back to Wales, but these home fans, they're as mad as a frog in a sock. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to face Marseille, but a little bit of news, and that is that Mart Nosta is now happy to stay at the club again, so that's excellent. He's going to be a good player for us. So yeah, really happy that he's happy. But let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against Marseille. A little bit of a kit clash here potentially. They are the favourites for this one. Maybe fair enough, given that we're away from home. They're currently sitting 6th in Ligue 1. 34 goals for, 30 against from 25 games played. Marseille games do not feature too many goals. So that is, away goals could be absolutely huge. They're an Anthony Knockhart coach side. And a decent manager he is as well. But they're an attacking long ball style, which doesn't sound particularly good. We're expecting a 4-4-2. We can see they're quite narrow, but they do like to attack down the flanks. I'm hoping we'll be able to get down the sides of them. That's certainly the plan. We can see their passing network and their key passes. There are a couple of long balls, but typically sort of in and around that penalty area. Let's have a quick look at the team that we're sending out. It is Thiel in goal. It's Susnik, it's Wanmi, it's Tony as the back three. It's Ballerini at right back. It's Lafuente. Please don't suck Lafuente at left back. It's Brewerton, it's Arias and Roda. Now, the problem with our midfield trio is that they're all just coming back from injury. So I picked our strongest team, but with the big caveat that they're not particularly match fit, not really ready to go. We're going to go with Big Mac and Holic up top, the Wonder Kid and Big Mac, to see what they can do as a duo. Let's hope they have a good time of things up there. Let's go to France. All right, we can see everybody has come out as expected. They come out in the 4-4-2. We're expecting them to therefore be quite narrow. Gomez says, go out there, prove a point. We've got nothing to lose here, boys. Show what we're capable of. I do like that generally as a team talk. Show everyone what you're capable of, and let's get out there. All right, and this is huge. As ever with a sort of a European knockout tie, we just want away goals. I don't care how many we get. If we lose 5-4, I'll take it. Let's just pile on these away goals. Here we go with a throw. Tony takes it to Ballerini. He turns. Oh, it's a risky pass. Arias can't get there. Does he get a toe to that, I think? Wanmi cleans it up, and Thiel has the ball. The highlight continues. That's a poor pass from Thiel. It's hacked clear by Tony towards Holic. And maybe we just need to be a little bit more composed here in possession. Vinicius Roberto goes past one, goes to the byline, crosses it back and over the bar. I do think one thing that will happen is the midfield will be better in the second leg just for having this run out. I was trying to play them in the league. Obviously, I didn't play them against Afan Lido because what we didn't want is them to then be sort of not match sharp but also tied for this one. So we will be better for this game. It's just whether we can actually get something from this game to still be in the tie for the second leg. Ballerini's looking nervous. Now, he is still unhappy. I almost started Noster because of that, but Ballerini's a little bit better getting forward. So we went with him. Pinto with a cross in. Brewerton heads it clear. It's still going to be there for them. Header in, wide of the post. Everybody breathe. Holic isn't having a great game. As a team, we're not having a fantastic game, are we? Gomez says prove a point. I'm going to say, I wonder if there's a little bit of pressure on us here if we're making mistakes. Nothing to lose today, boys. Everybody just relax, get out there and play some good football for us. I usually stuff up the halftime team talk, don't I? So hopefully I haven't done that again. Some calm. We want to see a little bit more from those that aren't playing well. I'm looking at Ballerini, nervous, not playing well, and I'm thinking perhaps he just needs to go. And these two are doing fine. Tony and the goalkeeper are having a decent time of things, but they're about the only two. All right, boys, come on. Let's demand a little bit more. And Ballerini's feeling pressured by that. When we have Noster on the bench, it's looking a little bit of a no-brainer, that one, isn't it? So let's make that change. And I'm looking at Holic's not having a good time of it, so let's get him off as well. Let's get Freshie on. It does only leave us one sub, of course, and it makes it difficult to switch to wingers if that's what we decide we want to do. But that's kind of where we are, isn't it? Come on, boys. Can we get to that? No, Noster's in the vicinity, though. He gets done inside, which is not where you want to get done, and we're losing 1-0. Show some passion, boys. Come on. We haven't looked good here, have we? I'm wondering if maybe we're showing them a little bit too much respect. But it's a good finish, isn't it? It's a really good finish. Noster maybe should have done a little bit better to stop him cutting in, but we're just not playing well as a team, and that's disappointing. Where's Lafuente? Get off the field, you muppet. Roda's having a poor game. Mac Myers having a poor game. Let's try him on support, perhaps. We need to try and get something out of him here, don't we? Can we? All right, let's take it off, exploit that. Take it off that. Let's raise the tempo, pass into space, and see if that helps us at all. We just need to try and get something here, boys. Come on. An away goal makes this suddenly look a lot better, even though we've not been in this game whatsoever. It's looking as though it is going to be a 1-0 defeat. And to be honest, we're lucky to get away with that. We were poor. Like I say, we will be better. The players will have some match fitness from that, but it wasn't a good performance from us. So a massive, massive letdown. Bala Town's poor performance adds to disappointing defeat. We were never in that game. No away goals. That makes it a little bit difficult when we get back to our place as well. We can't afford to be shipping one of those. But yeah, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. It wasn't the best game in Europe, was it? But hopefully we'll make up for it next time, because we will be coming straight back. We have Cefn Druids in a top-of-the-table Welsh Premier League game, and then it will be hosting Marseille in the second leg. We need to win. We need to win with a clean sheet or by 2 goals, and we need to be a hell of a lot better than that, don't we? Take care.